week, we've spent a lot of time sharing the best gifts to give and get for the holidays. But every year, we also like to take time to reflect on the best ways to give back to people who can use a hand. So this week, we are shining a light on incredible humans who have come up with innovative ways to lift up their communities. Our next guest certainly tops the list. Growing up, he worked for his family's moving company. He saw firsthand how much people throw away, especially food. So he took action. He partnered with moving companies nationwide to get non-perishable goods to food pantries. And to date, he's been able to provide more than 43 million meals and counting to those in need. From Move for Hunger, let's welcome Adam, y'all. Give it up. Like an angel. That's a total angel move, man. What a great heart you have. Like, where you grew up in the moving business, right?
I grew up in the moving business. My family's moving company turned 100 years old this year, actually.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So tell me more about your family history, the moving company.
Yeah, so growing up, I did work on a moving truck. That's what you do when dad owns a moving company.
Yeah,
and
like a summer job kind of thing?
Summer job. You come home from high school or a little bit in college, and like the job's always there, and you're carrying refrigerators up multiple flights of stairs.
I say no, 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 no.
We could put you on a moving truck in the summer.
I'm strong, but that sounds hard.
It was. But, it was fun. You see all sorts of things. You interact with all sorts of different types of people through that process. And I also learned very early what I didn't want to do for the rest of my life, even though the job was there.
Yeah. It's a cool thing. 100, though. That's very cool for a family business.
No, I did my time on a moving truck.
I did my time.
I think everyone should work on a moving truck because it's hard and humbling and teaches you how to work with all sorts of different people.
That's what I say about the service industry.
Yeah.
I think everyone should work in the service industry.
I was a waiter for a while as well. You got to do it.
Yeah, yeah.
But it was many years. It was always my summer job growing up. I'd sweep the trucks or just be moving really, really heavy things all over the place.
That sounds horrible. But now food collection is part of the business model, right?
Yeah, we just saw so much food that was getting left behind or thrown away. It was a question, when people are moving, like, what should I do with this? And it was a full pantry of like cans and boxes. So we started asking people if they just wanted to donate their food when they moved. We were there anyway, and it just kind of felt like a nice thing to do.
Yeah.
And in a month, we collected 300 pounds of food from doing our jobs.
Because there's so much waste.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's so much waste left. And it's really grown, right?
Yeah, it's grown quite a bit. We took that 300 pounds of food, we brought it to the local food bank. I'd never been to my local food bank before.
Yeah.
And I took a tour, and they told me about hunger in my community. There are 140,000 people in Monmouth County, New Jersey, where I'm from, that don't have enough to eat. Just people making difficult choices of whether to put food on the table for their kids or pay their rent. And you do more research, you realize, like, this is everywhere. This is every community. And we're, the greatest nation in the world, but 47 million Americans are still struggling.
And it's there.
It's there.
It's just the access to it isn't.
Yeah.
Enter you. Yes.
Well, you got to make it easy, right? People want to give. People want to help generally, but they don't know how and they don't know where, especially in the craziness of moving.
Yeah.
So all we were doing is like giving people that really simple way to take action. And it's grown so much, and it's been so great to see movers just make this part of the way they do their business.
Yeah. So how have you kind of fine-tuned the operation in 15 years?
So this is our 15th anniversary year, and what started with movers has expanded to so much more. We work with relocation companies, moving like corporate employees, working with apartment communities, because 74% of people move themselves and aren't even hiring movers.
Yeah.
So we have 500,000 apartment units across the country that when residents give notice that they're moving out, they can donate their food as well.
Yeah.
And now we're actually working with farmers and distributors and food producers, because there's a lot of food that, is either short dated or rejected or just going to waste for so many reasons. And because we've got a nation-wide network of trucks, we can get that food picked up and delivered to food banks very quickly.
Yeah, that's incredible. You have some kind of crazy emergency calls sometimes, right?
It's nuts. Like, we got a call a few months back about 250,000 pounds of bananas that arrived at a port in Los Angeles. Still green, but they arrived a day late. So,
but wait, they're green. They're not even ripe yet.
I know, but they didn't work out in the grocery store schedule, so the grocery store rejected the entire load. And
waste!
It was a waste, but we had 48 hours, and we got all that food picked up, and we delivered them to the greater Los Angeles region.
That's incredible. How have you seen the impact on your colleagues, like the actual people moving the food? Have you seen an impact for them?
You know what? I've said, like, people don't know about the issues, like I didn't know, but then what happens is they're not the people that signed up for the mailing list, right? These are people that just were either moving people or they were actually being moved.
Yeah.
And now because they've got this opportunity to help people, they want to do more. So I've seen moving companies join the boards of their local food banks.
Yeah.
I've seen, people that probably could use the food themselves that are working in the moving trucks. They're donating food because they want to be part of something bigger than themselves.
Yeah, it
And
makes you feel good.
It is. And the cool thing is, like, if we shut our doors tomorrow, which we're not planning on doing, you'd still have now 1,300 movers across the U.S. and Canada that are picking up food every day, delivering it to local food banks.
That's incredible. So for people watching who aren't moving and want to help, how can they help?
Yeah, so if people want to help, they can visit moveforhunger.org. There's ways that you can start a food drive. There's ways you can run for Team Move for Hunger.
That's really incredible knowledge. Okay, so it's holiday giving week here at the Kelly Clarkson Show, and our friends at Kroger believe the holidays are better when we all can connect over food, share meals, and create small moments of joy. So speaking of meals, to date, the Kroger company has donated more than 3 billion meals to local communities, nearly 10 meals for every human in this country. Their Zero Hunger, Zero Waste program is working to end hunger and waste in local communities. So they're going to donate $25,000 to Move for Hunger.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
It's amazing what we're doing. Oh, JLRL!
Oh, my God.
Yeah! So how do you feel? This can be pretty useful.
Yeah, this is 75,000 meals
Yeah,
right
that's
here.
it.
This is incredible.